Hi everybody, Golden Era Bookworm here. Today I'm going to do a quick review on Your Physique magazine, February 1949, with Leah Robert on the cover. You'll notice from my recent reviews that Joe Wader was really starting to give this guy, Leah Robert, this bodybuilder from the late 40s, a lot of coverage, be it on the cover of magazines or within the Your Physique magazine itself with articles. So he was really shaping him to become a famous bodybuilder at the time, and he really did become one. The cover actually states there, Leah Robert, America's Most Muscular Man, because in late November 1948 he actually won the Most Muscular Man award for the Mr. America IFBB, which we're going to cover in this video briefly. As you can see, it's very aesthetic, very nice V-taper, and very well developed abdominals for that period of time. He's got very nice thighs, nice biceps, 17 inches. So yeah, I mean, he was a quite well developed bodybuilder for that period. Let's go quickly through the magazine. The articles which I found, let's put this here, see if I can raise it a bit. See if I can raise it. The articles which I found most interesting included, of course, the coverage of the Mr. America 1949. There were also other articles, for example, one on, yeah, it's okay actually, it's better. One on Alan Stephan, on how he developed his legs. Let's go through these right now. Have a look. Typical editorial. I don't really read these. I mean, I read them. What's your problem? But I don't really pay much attention to them. Sex education as well. I mean, does exercise weaken sexual power? Absolutely not. As I mentioned, the most interesting articles of this particular issue were the IFBB Mr. America 1949. Alan Stephan actually won a 40-inch trophy, $250 in cash, and a trip to Miami, Florida. Pretty nice prize. And this was actually one of the first, I should say, the first IFBB Mr. America. The very first IFBB Mr. America competition. Now, I love this shot of, I keep saying Alan Stephan, I'm sorry, Alan Stephan. Alan Stephan winning Mr. America 1949. And here, I mean, I love this shot of Alan because previously, his legs weren't that well developed, and he actually gained a lot of bulk for the 1949 Mr. America. And you can really see Alan's fantastic development of his lower body now. Of course, he's got a very thick upper body, and well-deserved winner of the 1949 Mr. America. I love this shot. It's fantastic. Who actually came second in that competition was LaRue. Don't know his first name, but he's shown. Is that him? No, he's shown in an. There he is actually. No, I forget where he is. Anyway, and Leah Robert came third. That's Leah Robert there, but he also received the Most Muscular Man prize, shown here. And I've mentioned him before. The Junior Mr. America was Johnny Ichino. He actually won the Junior Mr. America title. Now, interesting enough, for those Clarence Ross fans, here he is, and he actually posed on the night of the competition. And it's amazing what he actually states. Let me go to the next page, but I really like what he says in this competition. He actually states, let me expand, see if you can read it yourself. I have won a satisfactory share of honours and titles up to the present, and so as to give some of these other deserving boys an opportunity, I will not participate in this event. And he posed and posed and posed. Very much of a gentleman was Clarence Ross for not participating in the event. And very humble of him to say that I basically could have won it. Very funny of Clarence Ross. Some great shots of the Junior and Mr America winners. First, second, and third. That was Marvin Eder, by the way. Came second to Johnny Ichino. And I mean, Marvin Eder, you'll notice later in the 50s, was to become a real amazing golden era bodybuilder. He will be covered later. Yeah, so pretty amazing coverage actually in the Your Physique magazine of the Mr America competition. What else can I say about it? Ed Theriault, he actually won his class as well, the small class. There he is doing acrobatics with his son on the show. That's LaRue. That's the guy, Jeffrey LaRue. He actually came second, and Leah Robert came third. Alan Stephan won. There's Ed Theriault, who he's getting his trophy for winning his division, the short class. And yeah, I mean, that was a great coverage of the Mr America IFBB 1949. Ed Theriault, a story on him follows. Now, it's a great little article by George Jowett. At only 5 foot 1.5 inches and 130 pounds, can you believe that Ed Theriault, this pocket Hercules, has 16.5-inch biceps? I mean, look at that. That's incredible. 16.5-inch biceps on a frame of almost 5 foot. That is unbelievable. So he was a real pocket Hercules. And he also had a non-expanded, mind you, non-expanded 43-inch chest. Just relaxed. That's incredible. 43-inch chest and 16.5-inch biceps. Yeah, so strength feats. He was capable of pressing 200 pounds and snatching 200 pounds and doing a clean and jerk with 260. Double his body weight. 260. Double his body weight. That's incredible. I mean, these guys were natural and absolutely phenomenally strong. Incredible. What they measured follows. This is George Hackenschmidt. Now, he had some incredible girth. I mean, 22-inch neck. 22-inch neck. Jesus. Biceps, 19 inches. Forearms, 15.5. 52-inch chest. Waist, 34. Thigh, 26 inches. Almost 27. And 18-inch calves. Jesus Christ. I mean, he was as big as Arnold, basically. That's incredible. And natural. Unbelievable physique. How I Developed My Legs by Alan Stephan, Mr America of 1949. I will go through a article on this separately, but as you can see, he basically uses stuff that you're probably more or less aware of: the squat, leg extension, leg curls, calf raises, and a very unusual exercise using the iron boot. So I will go through this in a little detail in a separate article. Alan Stephan, How I Developed My Legs. Another great article was actually by Jack LaLanne. Do you want strength plus endurance? This is a very interesting article. He doesn't actually give any routines, but in this particular article he does mention that one thing to develop besides strength is strength endurance. And this is what Jack LaLanne was actually very famous for. I would say that this was his niche. He was very famous for doing strength feats for a long period of time. That was what was actually made Jack LaLanne so famous. I mean, here he is doing over 1,000 dips within 34 minutes and 41 seconds. This is very typical of Jack LaLanne. I mean, I've heard stories of him pulling 70 boats with 70 people handcuffed. He beat Arnold in a chin-up and push-up competition when Arnold was like 21 or 19 or something, and he was like in his 50s. So yeah, Jack LaLanne was a real beast. Basically, he was incredible, and that's what that article was about, by the way. An article finally from David Willoughby on chest development, where he actually talks about mainly the structure of the chest. And I've been receiving a lot of comments, I should say, when I posted that article on Alan Stephan and chest development. particularly about rib expansion, and I have mentioned this in previous videos before. But to answer a lot of the critics and skeptics, you can definitely expand the rib cage at a young age, and I will do a separate video on this. This is a medical fact. I've even got studies that that talk about the time when a rib cage can expand. So I will go through this in due time. What else was there in this magazine? Yeah, weightlifting around the world with weightlifters, and IFBB notes and news, and that is Your Physique February 1949 with Leo Robert on the cover. I hope you have enjoyed this lengthy review. If you have, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, leave me your comments. I always read them, I always answer them, and thank you for watching. This is the Golden Era Bookworm. Bye for now.